It can occasionally appear as although the entire Yuletide time of year is on a solitary date. For lyricist Ian McMillan, although the largest specific day in the celebratory schedule is December 24th. I love Yuletide Eve lot more than rather than Yuletide Day, I ever include. I delight the expectation and the emotion or, since I'm a Yorkshireman, I loving the tremblingly nice concept of the postponed pleasure. In added baubles. My dad would complete job previous on the date. Same D get household in the medium of the afternoon and same D hover his trilby up and same D include a cup of tea and one of my mom's hack pies, and later we'd go to the farmer in the following countryside to get the turkey. It was a ritualistic how thick felt as easy and nice as a chunk of origami stacked by a kid and located on a mantle. In my RAM it was ever snow. In actual lifetime, it perhaps barely always was. On Yuletide Eve 1968, while I was 12 and start to sense how I might fare be increasing up a slight, I didn't go in my dad to get the turkey since I was looking at the Luna, permanent in the behind kindergarten, screwing my eyes up and concentrating as difficult as I could. I was one of such lads who was mad on area flying or, on Yuletide Eve how year, Apollo 8 encircled the Luna above and above once again and the astronauts recite out the at first few chapters of Origin. For a boy inching to youth, these moments of greatness and response thick felt nearly ultimate. Or, following how, I never went in my dad to get the turkey once again, and now I desire I also. Same D requested me in 1968 and I'd told, not, thanks to, in a break vote how ran up and downward the length stairway of tones and crack registers, and a heritage was break, and one day a heritage is break it can't be flat. On Yuletide Eve 2001, I'm newcomer my dad in clinic and he hasn't got length for the planet. I go up to his chamber in the extensive creaky rays and I'm followed by a sorrowful-eyed man in a Santa bonnet. My daddy's period is folding himself up, turning future and future off in area. I get to his chamber and the decorations are cute and nice. A nursing is setting frippery on a wood, suspended it thoroughly. I go in to see my dad and same's asleep, his respiratory labored, sensing love the title above a pebbles bathing beach. Up he treated in an office space in Sheffield, he was in the King Navy for many decades, frequently off at Yuletide and he one day said me how, one Yuletide Eve fair following the warfare, he was in the southward China Sea staring at the Luna and a solitary fireball bring down via the air to the skyline wherever Yuletide Day was wait. I include a speech in the nursing. I ask her how he is. Her reply is devastatingly simple, type and question of fact at the identical period. If thou request me if same will die present, I don't believe he will. I believe he may so die next day, although. She reaches above and touches my brush and her Barnsley vote is profound and nice. I sit by my dad and conduct his brush. Sometime, nearly intolerably, quiet overnight is game, he's his favorite carol and he would frequently chant it in his singing tenor voice as he produced the sprouts deceased on Yuletide Eve for the following date's banquet. And now he's Yuletide Eve 2017 and my 3 grandchildren will be upcoming circle after on for a side and I'm in accusation of gasket the spreadsheet. While my youngest, no, arrives, same will raise his a-year-old weapon up to me and I'll choose him up and conduct him in the chamber to see at the Yuletide wood. Same will capture both of our reflections in the glass and same will spot. I yet loving Yuletide Eve more than rather than Yuletide date, perhaps since my dad didn't do it via to box date, perhaps since I yet tremble in emotion while I believe of Apollo 8 turning the Luna and the intensified tongue of the astronauts achieving out through area and period, perhaps since, for me, the expectation is yet ever the top portion of whatever. And I should include lost for the turkey in him since the Luna would yet include been down there while we got behind. And perhaps the old certainties very are the top, stacked and located on the mantle. Go on, no, allows go and see at the heaven.